Like everything that's good in life always comes to an end. We're letting go, drifting.
I had this awesome plan for an intro and now it's completely ruined. So I guess let's go back up to the room to catch you up to speed and we'll go from there.
I would say we were good together. I would say we had fun. But our trails.
Well, I was going to record out here because I thought this would be a nice backdrop of the city behind me, but I can't quite get the metering right. So we're going to go inside. I really wish I could have recorded out there. It's a nice view. Anyways, how's it going? It's been a while. Let me first apologize by saying I have no idea if this video is even going to come out, like, at all. I'm on a new camera. I had the Canon 80D. I sold it somewhere here, where I'm at now, in Chiang Mai! It's really hot here, by the way. And I didn't actually get a bad deal on the Canon. I got back almost everything that I paid for it, including the lens and the batteries and the chargers and the other like little odd and end stuff that I got like for the Canon. Like I almost got all of my money back out of it. And I bought the Sony a7 III mainly for photography, and I had no intention on making any more vlogs. I was done. I wasn't gonna do this again. I have a lot of reasons for why, which I should probably discuss with you. Yeah, I should probably explain why it's been so long since I made a video. Tell you what, I'll go into those details at the end of this video if you actually care about what has happened, I guess, in my life and the psychological aspects of me not wanting to vlog anymore. In the meantime, let's catch you up on what has happened, and then I'm gonna go get some food. Maybe I'll bring you with me, and then we'll get into what happened later. I don't want this video to be very long though. Sorry, I had to move because it's hard for me to remember everywhere I've been, and that's where we're gonna start. Let's see, I don't even remember where I last picked up. When was my last video? According to YouTube, my last video was 9 months ago in Bran, Romania, Dracula's castle, home of Vlad the Impaler. 9 months. It's so strange looking back at all these. I've literally lived in a new place every month, and it's hard for me to like remember them all like off the top of my head. It's just so, I want to say nostalgic, but I mean, it's only been 9 months. It's not like we're going back to the 90s. Oh God, the 90s. Since Bucharest, I was in 3 places in Bucharest, and then from there I went to Athens, Greece, which was pretty cool. I didn't get to visit Mount Olympus. I really wanted to. It didn't work out. From Greece, I went to Phuket, Thailand, and stayed there for a month. After Phuket, I went to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I was there actually for 3 months. I went there, and initially I stayed at a place kind of on the outskirts of town. Luckily, Grab is really cheap. Pro tip, by the way, if you're in Asia, even if it's only for a week, it's worth your few minutes of time to download the Grab app and set up an account and use that instead of Uber. Number 1, it's cheaper, duh, we always want to be frugal. And number 2, there's way more Grab drivers than Uber drivers. I just realized I left out a place. After Bucharest, I actually went to Sofia, Bulgaria. There was like 3 major cities in Bulgaria, and I'd already been to 2, so I was like, you know what, let me go to the capital, which was Sofia. I completely forgot about that. I don't know how I missed it. It's right here on my screen. Anyways, I stayed in Sofia from September 1st until October 27th. And again, that was to buy time out of the Schengen area to cool down my passport so I can go back into the Schengen, which is where I went to Athens and then Phuket, Thailand, and then Kuala Lumpur. By the way, I really like Sofia. It was really nice. I have no complaints about Bulgaria. It's not a terrible place to go if you need to cool off your passport. So one of the other reasons why I was in Kuala Lumpur for 3 months is because one, Thailand only lets you stay for 28 days or 30 days or something like that without extending your passport. And I really wanted to obviously go somewhere else. Malaysia lets you stay for 3 months. And then you have Singapore, which is in Malaysia, but it's its own city, state, country thing. So I could have like stayed there if I wanted to. Like I had options. But not only that, I actually had John. You remember John from Prague from way long ago? Well, yeah, he came and visited me. I thought he was gonna be able to stay. There was a huge miscommunication. I thought he was gonna be able to stay longer. I had plans to actually make a lot more vlogs. I was gonna go back to the daily vlogging and have him around just to add more excitement to the vlogs. Have his personality kind of come into it, do some collabs, have someone else to help carry the gear, and just having someone else to confer with about editing software because we both make videos. Anyways, long story short, he's no longer here. He only stayed for a month and he bailed back to Detroit. Not to mention the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, is a beautiful city. They have those big twin tower things. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, while we were in Kuala Lumpur, we rented a car. We drove all the way over to Port Klang. We caught a ferry ride to Pulau Ketam, which is a cool little fishing village on an island way off to the west coast of Malaysia. We drove down to Port Dickinson. We spent a day in Malacca. That was pretty awesome. We drove all the way up to Penang and we had an Airbnb there in Penang, which we stayed for a whole weekend. Got a ton of pictures visiting Monkey Island and Turtle Beach and all these other places. Yeah, Penang was beautiful. Oh my God, the monkeys! Did I tell you about the I love monkeys here. Well, in Malaysia, anyway, I haven't really seen any wild ones that I can think of in Thailand yet. But in Malaysia, what is this? But in Malaysia, monkeys are everywhere. When you're driving a car, you just go to a gas station. Like, they're everywhere. They're like, you can throw peanuts at them and they'll catch. Some of them are really cool. Some of them try to steal stuff from you. I mean, they were all over. We went to this temple. Oh my God, I love monkeys. I don't know where else they're indigenous. I don't know where else they're indigenous to, and they just run rampant like they do. But the monkeys in Malaysia are magnificent. I had to use the alliteration. I had to. Last second M word. Anyways, I really enjoyed my time in Malaysia. Leaving Malaysia, I came to Chiang Mai. I've now been in Chiang Mai, Thailand, for a month and a half. I've now been in Chiang Mai since March 16th and it's April 25th. Oh my God, I had a birthday this month. Holy crap, it was my birthday this month. Anyways, it turns out that you can stay in Thailand for longer than 28 days, but you have to go to their passport office or whatever it's called and renew your visa. You have to renew your visa. It has been a rough day. It has been a rough day so far. And I've only been awake for 13 hours. I can't even do math. But yeah, you basically have to spend an entire day or at least a half a day. It took me like 5 or 6 hours standing in line and filling out forms and waiting to be called and sitting down and waiting to be called. Anyways, it takes like a day, a plan for an entire day just in case, but you can get your visa renewed. It cost me 800 baht, I think, or 1,000 baht, 800 baht, something like that. And it's, for the US dollar, it's 30 USD per baht. So that's like, I don't know, like 30 bucks or something, like $1 a day. Did I leave anything out? Bucharest, Sofia, Athens, Phuket, Kuala Lumpur, Chiang Mai. I think that's it. All right, we'll go get some food.